I'm going to go the Patriots as a winner for me.
Okay.
Let me explain what I mean. And again, it's not like, I loved every one of their picks. They picked the best out of everybody. No. But what I loved was last year one with Mac Jones, and they had a subpar offense and a really good defense, you would say. You know what they did with their first three picks? You don't remember who their first three picks were from last year?
Probably
Do you have an idea
trash.
who? No. Do you know what? Do you remember what positions they played? Anything? They picked three defensive players to start the year last year:
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez, Keon White. This year, what they do? They spent their first five picks on offensive players. They got Drake May, Jalen Polk, I think is how they say it, Caden
Yeah.
Wallace, Layden Robinson, Javon Baker. Hey, I don't really like Caden Wallace. I don't like Layden Richardson. But I'm like, I don't mind that they went five straight picks of offense. I'm like, that's the way to do it. I love that. They didn't just stand. And then the last thing they did was they didn't trade down from three. They stood pat after hearing for how many weeks? 3 weeks. They're trading down. It's just the phone. The phone can't ring enough.
Yeah.
The Patriots stood pat, took the number two quarterback on my board, Drake May. No disrespect to Jaden Daniels. They stood pat. They got their guy. They're rebuilding, and they helped their rookie quarterback. And if he doesn't play, they have Jacoby Brissett, who they just helped with Jalen Polk, Caden Wallace, Javon Baker, who was a nice value pick in the fourth round.
Yeah.
And then they somehow got my favorite quarterback, Joe Milton, who is a Cardale Jones replica.
Who's a great like. Hey, let's have like a little mini insurance plan in case this whole
This
thing.
is the Kirk Cousins RG3.
Yeah, like in case this whole thing burns to the ground. Like, hey, we'll get Joe Milton. We'll take a
Hey,
flyer
we got
right
a Hail
here.
Mary specialist.
There you go. But I love their draft. I'm a big fan of Drake May. He's my number two quarterback. Also, Jalen Polk from Washington, one of my favorite
Loved him.
receivers. Yeah, I love him to death, bro. Caden Wallace, like you said, not a guy that we absolutely love, but I get the need. Seen him on tape, wasn't that bad. Javon Baker already seems like a dog. He's over here saying that he makes people that are crippled stand up. So
Sick.
I already like the attitude from the dude, but I like their draft. I love the pick max. The Patriots definitely needed offense because they had a good defense last year. Like they
Do,
were
do
more
you
than
think
capable.
this draft would have went the same with Bill Belichick? No. I don't think they would have.
No,
I think it would have looked very different.
yeah, most definitely. I think the fact that Gerard Mayo's there and they got somebody else in place. I think it's Kraft. I think one of his sons are having big hands in the draft for them, but uh, I like the direction they're going. They're getting some solid players, man. That I
Hmm.
absolutely love.